I think all the more emphasis to confirm. Um, this version, excuse me. First off, welcome in my expanded divine panel of the Infinite A to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. So, this is Takyo, caffeinated, divine collective Shyt, Tina, volume 16. It is the tower moment. The tower. How smashing. So, that could mean a couple of things, you know. It's a phrase that's used, whether that's Hulk smash or that's just a wonderful, delightful, um, ever so anticipated thing. We're gonna find out, but there's a huge emphasis on it. Confirmation. Eight of Swords on the left side. This is the energy card. Okay. It is in reversal. Freed up. Fantastic. On the right side is Three of Cups. Something to celebrate. Yes, yes. Hold on. My head. Give me a second. All right, so we got that. Okay. Me and my Divine Collective. Fantastic. Okay. We'll get clarifying cards as header cards. Okay. This one or from here. They said to select from the Egyptian Tarot. Now, it's minused out the High Pentacles cards because I'm using them right now. So that's just a little disclaimer. Okay. These ones, as is. Yes. Oops. Okay, what is it? Four of Wands in reverse, and then Knight of Cups on the right side. Okay. So, home is freed up. Our bodies are freed up. Yeah, so I think there are energetics out there that are trying to like take over, like do a destiny swap by mimicking us. And I experienced that at an old job, like a lot. Like they would try to anticipate what I would wear or even copy it the next day, or like I just saw many variations of that. So or copy what I would say. Just I've had a huge phase of encountering that. So like when people what do you call it, succumb to dark energies, they take on as a host. So like what we talked about before, we didn't start the fire kind of energy. These energies always existed. And so how do I say it? So with your consent, with your energy, you are kind of like it's kind of like consensual exorcism kind of energy, like consensual like possession energy. And so that's what they were trying to do in effect. Futile efforts. But I think that builds character in who we are. Like a lot of the times you just kind of like when it happens so repetitively, you just kind of like shrug it off. Like I'm the originator and there's no doubt in my mind that I pulled it off better. And yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I didn't know I was entered into a competition, that kind of energy. So anyway, with Four of Wands in reversal, that is, let's say, okay, so Four of Wands upright, that's self-realization, okay? Like I am here, I am present, etc. This is a temple, home and hearth, etc. So not only is it external, but it's also talking about your temple, your body. So that's why we went into that little bit of a dialogue here. So with it in reversal, we're freed up. Freed up from all that chaos. Yes, that is present. Upcoming. No, it's present. And then on the right side, Knight of Cups, admirers. And I think the last deck, Tarot, Navigators, Tarot of the Mystic Sea, that one, the Knight of Cups was listed as conviction. So as the Three of Cups, like we can celebrate. It's not, it wouldn't be an early celebration. It would be absolutely righteous. Okay? How's smashing? Give me a second. I have to do something real quick because like my head is feeling a little weird again. So let me baptize myself. Give me a second. Okay. Shit. You thought I was joking, huh? Excuse me. Did it get on there? No. Okay. Okay. So that was that. Okay. So I was right about my ex. he he didn't do the child support as he usually schedules, like in the morning. Like it's kind of like an auto pay kind of thing. Um when it's due, on the due date. Today or yesterday, he waited till like a little past 11:30 in order to send it. So I know that he's tracking me on here. He is one of the um main fans. You know, as a viewer, I suppose he doesn't realize that it's actually support, supporting my channel. So whatevs. All right. So and he thinks that it actually is hurts me in that waiting period, but it's I'm told it's actually going to hurt him a lot more than it hurts me every time he does bullshit like that. So anyway, I am an American. I think it says that in my profile. Anyway, all right. So that's that energy. So let's elaborate. Tokyo Divine / Divine Collectives. Shit, Tina. Volume 16, aka The Tower. How smashing. What do they want me to say? Okay, what fell behind me is justice. Is it justice in reversal? No. It's sitting in the seat of justice. That's what that is. Because it was right underneath my chair, faced upright, and laid just like that. Just like that. Okay. So this is me and my divine collective. We are a representation of justice. And even on its norm of a seating of strength, this is justice listed as number 8. So it's kind of it did a swapperoonie with strength. So this is actually following the Chariot card. Things are moving quickly. If you're reading between the lines, because of the swap position on the Fool's journey, or the Hero's journey, this is traction. Like we are making personal traction. And the next thing after that is the Dark Night of the Soul. So I think there's some energy of people getting like locked up. Like it's kind of like Ghostbuster style again. So putting people in their place, putting energies in their place. Yeah, interesting. So then destiny, so we could move on, carry on with our activities, with what we're meant to do. And then 11 would be strength. And then that's just kind of like a power build. And then 12 would be objectively, oh, now I can see the masterpiece after all of this like craziness has happened. It's just crazy. It's like we had the prefix of the dark night of the soul um, on the forefront. So, you know, like the fool's journey, you go through, okay, the magician card, like the practitioner, like the way shower, the high priestess, then the empress, then the emperor, then the high priest, then the lovers, then move along, chariot. So being that this is justice, like we're sitting in the seat of justice, we've encountered a whole realm. Like this is not just, you know, our first time around the bend around, you know, this is not our first time around the journey. So we've encountered several rotations of questionable characters, people who presented themselves in upright positions within like our first meeting, that were not very upright, and that's why justice is expedited right here. Yes, I can speak to that. I can attest to that. If my divine collective is here, they freaking understand it. Um. Anyway, so what else do you want to convey? Okay. 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Phoenix energy, for sure. How smashing. How delightful. Wonderful. I mean, my divine collective. Okay. Visitor. I, how do I say this? I'm not interested in dialogue, in your petty dialogue. I have no interest in that. In fact, um, from the content that's described here, you're basically a troll. So, I'm not needy with support, so I'm just gonna oust you. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. There we go. All right, moving on. Okay. 6 of Cups. I am not needy for any company, like any whatever company. I have good energies by my side. So I can be selective. Even if I didn't, I can still be selective. That's all there is to it. So that's me and my divine collective. Talk, you and your divine collective. Shit, Tina. Okay? How do I say it? If I'm looking at the capacity within the room, I'm only interested in those that are meant to really be here, not to just be fillers. So that's it. All right. This is about being decisive. This is a tower moment. Elevated, you know. Okay. What else? Oh, actually, I'm feeling a lot better. Okay, what else here? Okay, the Hierophant. See, setting the tone. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups in reverse. See? Interesting. Very much. This is about setting the tone, like taking ourselves seriously, but like not so much. Like, I'm not going to police everyone, but anybody who's going to waste my time, even in like the verbiage in here, nah, thanks. Um, I I respect my time as well as your time, and I will just excuse you out of my area. Okay, so Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is you know, when you don't allow people or energies to clutter your atmosphere, there's not only is that celebrated, like widely celebrated and respectable, but it gives um huge like opportunity for creativity, for expansive thinking. Yeah, like you're, what is it what they say? You're cramping my style. That's what it is. In its casual sense. So there's that. It's smashing. You know, like, what is it? Sometimes less is more. That's what they're saying here. And so I think that's how I have to, like, really think about my head count, whether that's followers, subscribers, whatever platform you look at. Yeah, it just seems wild for me to see, you know, the numbers on there. But again, with this practice here, less, you know, oftentimes is more. Okay. And what do we got over here? Four of Wands in reverse again. Oh yeah, so you freed up your temple. You know, you freed up the spaces. Like when you want to go, when you want to travel far, you have to give room and flexibility for what transpires out there, the atmospheric changes, etc. So you pack lighter, which means that like even if like you're rocketeering to another, let's say galaxy or dimension or whatever, what was I gonna say? Like your your resources are basically shared, and so you're breathing the same air, and you really do have to think about capacity. So depending on how good you are with where you're at, um I know that I'm not interested um in settling, for sure. Like, okay, so I think that's what has complicated the whole like dating scenario. Like, do I really want to breathe the same air as you? Do I want to be like our auras to be around each other like that much? Like, you know, there's um, I just, I guess I haven't met anybody that was really that deep without trying too hard to be like faking the funk, you know? Um, and so there's few and far between that really get it. And the real ones are the ones that actually show up. Um, so there's no way that they could be, you know, faking the funk through like energetically, you know, conversing. And so that's why there's few and far between. Like I'm not interested in placeholders, and I would think that my true divine collective are also in the same boat, you know. Okay. It's like this, or no, it's like this. The Hermit inverted. So it's kind of like what is it? closed doors type of energy. Like it's very private. Like personal. Yeah. That's what that is. Let me see if there's any other context to that. No. No. That's true. Alright. Anything else? Tokyo and your divine collective. Shyt. Volume 16. The Tower. How smashing. Okay. So what showed up is the Knight of Cups in reversal, along with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, talk about it being very personal. Like it's not very PDA. Like these two coming out together is very private. Hold on. Yeah, it's very private to ensure there's no pillow talk. So it's like the people that really get you aren't going to, like, there's no fear of putting it on display, but at the same time it's the fact that we do the 10 of cups when nobody's looking, when nobody else is looking. That's how, like, it personally unfolds. It defines itself. Like, we're not you know, like when you reach a certain status, like a certain growth pattern, let's say, yeah, this is like when somebody enters into your atmosphere and they're so eager to get into the pictures or be like by your side, you know that they're doing it more for themselves than anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. On the same note, there shouldn't be any extreme forms of just doing the Ten of Cups in private, because it may indicate like love bombing, like trying to control an energy. Mm, yeah, like pillow talk almost. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So let's get some clarifier on that. Yeah, yeah, let's get a clarifier on that. This Knight of Cups in reversal. Excuse me. Death in reverse. Give me a second. Highly transformational. Yeah, I think me and my divine collective have gone through enough to know the difference, and that's why we're extremely selective. You know. Yeah. There's no hunting. Here. Mm-mm. I think like it also has extremely mediated me in like how I handle myself around people that I would normally have a crush around. Um yeah. Um I guess because like the eagerness has dissipated. um it's with all legitimacy. Um it's more like now we just see things in its true form. You know what I mean? So I would say I wouldn't go back, knowing that like I've powered up to that level of not getting so anxious or you know, like, yeah, tied up almost internally, um, around crushes. Like, it's more like, oh, that's interesting. Well, we'll see how that plays out, you know? But like, I'm not constantly checking on these energies, you know? Like, I will know just as we interface. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of easy peasy. All right. Interesting. So I think there's been a transformation in how we discern or how we take in possible suitors, you know? A lot more refined. So I guess some people would call this like bougie if they can't meet up to the standards, and are hating on, you know, those standards. Um, or if they're hating even more on those standards, they would call it a tease, maybe, or a prude. Um, but like that's none of my concern. I've just heard these names, and that's how people identify themselves as well. Who they are, what their intentions are. So it's like same old story, that kind of thing, right? Anyway, I'm not saying that this is impossible in finding like, you know, cool people. But to have smashing times with, but a lot more selective. What does my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight want to say about that? um, okay. King of Wands. Look at that. First suitor turns out to be a king. And very social at that. So it's not impossible, you know? This is interesting. Interesting. This strikes me as an adventurous person, a leader also, knows how to size up energies, as he interfaces. Um, Very enlightened. Hermetic is what I'm getting as well. Um, and well versed also in sexual matters. um, yeah, because you see like the enlightened part of here. There's leaves over here and there's leaves over here, so it just kind of drew into there. That's what they gotta say. Okay. All right. Several came out. First one is Page of Cups in reverse, and the other is the Star card over yonder. What the fudge? Okay, hold on. Excuse me. Hello. If you see something like come off my head or whatever, that's just salt. That's just salt. So what the heck is this? Because hold on. Okay. So we're doing the right thing by continuing to give ourselves love, you know, accolades, personal affirmations, however you do it. Me and my divine collective. It's self-care, all of that. It's continued. It's endless. Like the endless summer. You see this, it's labeled as summer. And so the star card though, over yonder, what the frick? Like it never like swoops around, like it did like a curveball thing. So for some it is a celebrity energy. For me, um it's a private one. Yeah, it's a private one. So if I were to call this a celebrity, it's like a background, like a background celebrity or a B-rated celebrity, and I don't mean that like as a negative. It's more like maybe they don't consider themselves as a celebrity, but they like kind of are, like with how well known they are or what they produce or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is an energy, so it's not a single identity. Um but for my divine collectives, for some of you also it is a celebrity. Um but like if there is a celebrity here, it could also mean like a mutual celebrity, you know? Like I'm not talking about like you know, opposite always. But it's like it hit, like it was like a curveball. So it's like right around the corner. And for those that are, it's like non-celebrity energy, it's there is like absolute hope for like your wish has been granted, that like it's just right around the corner. That's it. So it just continues to, you know, self-care. Yeah, self-care. Um Holy, yeah, smokes, yeah, for sure. Because whoever it is around the corner, um, they really, really like you. They really would like definitely pour into you. Like, both thinking about it and both like not even like thinking about it, like in your sleep kind of energy. They like, look, you see the water that's pouring out of there? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like you understand, right? It like this that's weird. That's weird. Like a separate portal coming through, like that is insane. Like that's channeling it almost. So yeah, it's attracting that kind of energy with the continued self-care. And that doesn't mean like we have to all go all bougie in order to like, okay, so I want this kind of energy attracted to me, so I have to elevate my self-care to this. Like it's your self-care should not be, our self-care should not be dependent on like, oh, what do I want to attract? It kind of reminds me of like when people go crazy with like baby making, and they, you know, through in vitro fertilization, they get all crazy like, oh, I want them to have green eyes and you know, like and no freckles, that kind of thing. And it's just they go way crazy like, no, 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 no. That's what it reminded me of. Okay. All right. That's enough of that, I feel like. Um, anything else? You're in India? I had a lot of India and Scotland and Aussies here. I don't know. I should check the time frames. I don't know. It's interesting to see internationals here. Okay, what fell here? What do they want me to talk about? Oh, underneath. Three of Swords accentuated. Seven of Wands accentuated. Oh, Hulk smash for sure. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hold on, wait. Um, hold on, wait. So, okay, if this is internalized, this is more like the having the leverage to handle business, lay down the law, basically, especially with justice, in my seated position. So that's me and my divine collective. If this is external, this is like Hulk smash, like I would do that, like what is it, smash or pass? Yeah, that's what it's saying here. Like I'm here for it. Like if I had first choice, like Hulk smash. And there's somebody that works out that is more of that energetic, because it's playful as well. Um um and yeah, so anyway, there's that. That's funny. Okay. What else? Hello. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What does this mean here? Okay. Being that this is a tower, and house smashing, basically. So it's Talk Your Shit volume 16. Okay, so what is this internal? Is it external? Yeah, it's external. Oh my gosh, my fingers got tingly there. What the heck? This is external. So there's some boss, it's feminine, but like it could be like ill placed. Like they don't know how to handle their divine feminine. Like it's very ill placed. So this could be male, female, non-binary, like I said. But this is a feminine energy that's poorly conducted, Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I had fish too. And it doesn't usually like smell fishy, but like when I burp, ugh. So this is also someone that stinks like down there. Well, even whether they're male or female, like they like stink down there. Like, and it's not a normal stink. And so this energy gets around. But I was going to say that this is also a mother, um or like, they're supposed to be like in a nurturing position, but like this is poorly placed. This is external. That's what I'm saying. Like this is an external energy, like abound us, um in our like atmosphere. Yeah. Gross. Gross. Okay, so what do you? Okay, it's all your shit and your divine collective shit, Tina. The Tower edition. House smashing. Okay, this one? No. Okay. Let's elaborate. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, there's patience there, or waiting. Holding pattern? No. Wait. They said just wait for it. Like when you chop down a huge tree, okay, it takes a while before it slams down. Oh my gosh, there's a tree right here for sure. Yeah. So let me see. Oh, what am I gonna say about it? What do they want me to say about it? Ace of Swords in reverse and Page of Swords. So I've spoken the truth, and I've sawed the the trunk. It's like 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 in MMA where they like do this undersweep. I don't know what you call it. They could take them down by like the legs, you know, whether at the knees or like the ankles or whatever. Page of Swords, like, I said what I said. Look, I didn't just say what I said. I said it like High Priestess style. What the heck just fell? I said it High Priestess style. I'll get it. Hold on. Ace of Swords in reversal. So pinning them down. Yeah. But that's like, yeah, just wait for it. They are going to be pinned down. Give me a second. What fell? Oh, several. Okay. The first one, the Fool card in reverse. Second card fell like in front of the charging connection. Knight of Swords inverted. And then the others on the charging cord and the extension cord X'd on there. Queen of Wands in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Oh, for sure. So is this a league? Like a group, like a clique? Or is it singular? I mean, we can conceive, so for some it's a clique, but because there's like a lot of female like type of energy, like, yeah, um like a prominent female, like again, another Queen of Wands in reverse, and this is a straight up hoe, with the Sun card like shining down on her. Like there's something that's seen. You know, like, okay. So when people like get okay, when people fuck around, okay, whether that's straight up sex or a variation of it, and it's like undercover, they get all like crazy in their head, like trying to like find out, oh, like, is, you know, even if they're cheating, like they get out like crazy, like, oh, is the person that they're fucking around with cheating on them, you know, that kind of energy, like they get fucking crazy. And so they kind of blow it, basically. They blow it for the so if the Queen of Pentacles hasn't done like enough like financial kind of transactions that are not vibing, not right, or like cheating somewhere in the books, yeah, in the business, or like cheating, like time theft in the family, like, oh, I'm gonna be here but they're actually over here doing something else. Yeah, like it's like somebody's gonna like crack, like somebody's going to and I think it's the Queen of Wands, the one that's like more attached because of fucking around, you know. They're the ones that are most seen, and that's how like the domino effect, like fall, all of it. Because like when you work, let's say in a coven, and you're doing like ill practices, one affects the other, affects the other, affects the other, kind of thing. And so here, the Fool card, like they're trapped, you know, they're like a mouse trap is what I'm hearing, like ensnared. Knight of Swords, like it comes right after them, just like that, like, got you, like a mouse trap. I asked bear trap, and it's not bear trap, because it's not like grizzly in this kind of energy. It's like scheming around, like, you know, like moving, like moving around quickly, these things, these figures, these uh yeah, there's a lot of scurry type of energy, and so it is like a mouse trap. Holy oh yeah, so that's crazy. That is crazy, I'm telling you. Three of Pentacles remains for us, me and my divine collective, you know. Top of the deck, no secret to our sauce. Two of Swords in reverse, an open path. Yeah, so they are snapped and snared. That's why I was like, just wait for it. All we have to do is just speak to it. And the rest will be pinned down, like, automatically. You know, you put it out into the ethers, and for sure, like, everybody's going to figure that shit out. That's crazy. Holy smokes. What happened to the High Priestess here? I think I put left it in here. I don't know. That was weird. Okay. I th that's it for now. Yeah, because it's like 45 minutes. That's crazy. All right. Okay, for this edition, yeah. Because like that's a big bulk of energy right there. Um, and for those that are trying to like really think about how feminine, like poorly aspected feminine energies, how that would be depicted in a male or a non-binary, you don't have to think really that hard about it. Either you know, like you should instantaneously know exactly who that archetype is in your arena, or it doesn't apply. Or you got a lot of learning to do, like a lot of like you have to scan your environment a lot more, and tune into it. But my divine collective in the here and now, in love and light, they should know whether who those characters are. Okay. Um, Let me get any extras from here. Yes? No. No. No, that's where it ends for right now. Shaman Oracle? No. Okay. All right. So now to our takeaways. Okay, so for my Divine Collective's takeaways, I will do two. Oh my gosh, there's salt right there. I see, I can't really see, but you see like a lot of that. Okay. All right, so my Divine Collectives takeaways, just my Divine Collectives. Okay. Two. Okay. First one. It goes like that. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Look, you're intuitive. You're classy. Oh, you guys might also be mothers because like this lady is like milking. I can't show you, but like milking. Um. Yeah. Also like definitely a water sign because there's mermaid energy here. So you might like the ethereal type of energy. Um like into like folklore type of energies. But um yeah, because there's a certain style to this. Um uh Queen of Cups. Oh, I do want to get a clarifier for you. This? No, let me see. They said to get it out of here, okay? Okay. Okay, Queen of Cups. Your clarifier for your first takeaway is... Oh, they're saying, okay, you're a class act. Even though, like, being motherly or, like, um, how do I say it? The outpour of love isn't so, like, always sweet and soft and caring. Sometimes it's fucking work, you know? Look at her face. Okay, let me show you. Like, look at her face. You know, it's but you know, you're doing it gracefully. You're seen for what you do. You know, when it is a lot of freaking work, it's usually for those like that you automatically forgive because they don't realize like how do I say it? Like when you say like energies are ungrateful, it's usually pertaining to like a younger energy and usually family. Um, but so like there's an automatic forgiveness. It's like, how do I say it? Um, you understand why they would be kind of upset. And you understand that if you're getting the brunt of it or part of the brunt of it, you can understand their position as like poorly directed towards you. And you can understand why that would naturally be so. So you offer like leeway. So when you give love to these particular energies, these seemingly stubborn or energies, you know that it's only for like a very, very, very short time frame, but those energies are worth it, honestly. Yes. And just like the changing phases of the moon, um like it comes and goes, you know, and it's nothing that we can call narcissistic nor any of those buzzwords. This is more like I've been in those shoes before, or I could understand what it's like to um set foot on that path, you know. um yeah. So let me get um a couple of clarifiers here. Yeah, a couple of clarifiers for your first takeaway. Interesting. Like spirit, like you are busy. You're busy. You probably have multiple jobs, um, in order to hold down, and I mean, you're lucky to have them because, like, I have tried and I have not found one job, and you know, like I have my situation too, but what you call it, but it's like, here, hold my cup, spirit, you know, that kind of energy. It's kind of like that, which is better than, here, hold my earrings, spirit, because I'm about to get in a brawl. But okay, so two takeaways, two clarifiers. Is it these? Oh, there's two here. Okay. Right. Okay, it's supposed to be like this. Okay. Page of Pentacles extroverted, and Lovers in reversal. So here, when you are exercising love, you're not really forgetting about yourself. It's more of like a sacrifice and paying it forward, because even though like these relationships should be forged in like, you should assume that there is a reciprocation of love. It's almost like it's paying it forward to or how, is that forward for you? Anyway, it should be accentuated. Um, um, where wallower, you have no business here, so I'm just gonna hide you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remove. Mm-hmm. um. Yeah, so that must have been my ex drinking again. I don't know. Or somebody's ex drinking again. I don't know. Um, and so, yeah, so, you know that, here, let me see. Yeah, so this is like paying it forward. Like, they're going through a rough phase. And so, you trust and you know, like Queen of Cups, like they're very intuitive, you know that like this is just something that this is like a growth path for this type of energy. So any additional resistance, especially from coming from your spot, would be futile. Like um it would work against um the end goal of ensuring that that lover's card turns up right. Let me just check the energy. Yes, that is true. All right, so, okay. Your second takeaway, my divine collective, is no, it's just like that. Queen of Swords. We have truth tellers here. Queen of Swords. So also maybe those in um these might be orators. Yeah. Singers. Writers. Some writers like journalists. Journalists. Lyricists, not so much. So mostly like singers, writers, like journalists, like even like short story writers, poets. Yeah, especially with the Queen of Cups here, you definitely like have poet energy in your blood. In your experiences, you have poet energy. Anything else? Okay. So anyway, there's that. Interesting. What other variations? Voiceovers? Voice actors? Voice actors? VJ, maybe? No, I don't get VJ. Um, Speakers. Public speakers. Um, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, okay. So, um, your clarifiers, or your clarifier is the star card. Oh my gosh, yeah. You're like, you are very well known for what you do. You could even be like, like sportscasters. There might be like one or two anchormen type of energy, or if that's a percentage, maybe. But I get definitely sportscaster here. Um, you're you're either a celebrity or you work amongst celebrities for sure. If not, let's say like, okay, we're on a smaller scale here. Let's say no, this is no smaller scale thing. This is, you're big. You're big. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you're big. Okay. This is crazy. I just have to double check because it's like, am I excluding anybody here? Am I talking too big? And it's not. It's not. It's not. Do you see how big the star is in this on your second takeaway versus this your first takeaway? And they're two separate decks. Yeah, like very much centered and like right there. All right. Okay, that's crazy. Fantastic. Okay, my first takeaway. It's this way. Judgment in reverse. Something's coming in for you, Tana. Something's coming in for me. Is it like a different version of timber? Like, wait for it, wait for it. What is this? What is this? Tell me. Hold on. Well, I had to verify because like I don't know everything. So I was like, okay, is this bad karma? Did I do something naughty? And it was no. And I asked her if it was good karma, and it was absolutely yes. So okay. What's the clarifier to my first takeaway on judgment? So put it here. Okay, put it here, pal. Okay, so what's my takeaway? Huh? What? Okay. Hold on. What is all of this? Oh. Oops, daisy. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to move this energy over here. Yeah. I just checked your energy and it was bullshit. So I removed it. I only have a certain tolerance for my tolerance mediates the capacity. Okay. All right, so clarifier to my first takeaway, judgment in reverse. This one. King of Wands up. What? So King of Wands showed up again. Making themselves very apparent and very revealing. Oh my gosh, for sure again. Do you realize how much clothing is covering this dude? And this is the first time I noticed that. Okay, so what does that have? Is that internal? External. It's external again. What does that have to do with judgment? Oh, you know what? I'm about to have some really good contacts, like really, really, really good networks. Yeah, emphasize like I am, yeah, it's gonna be like lightning strikes, you see? But it's like luck strikes also. Good luck. You know, like this is you know, like those burrs that like when you're like especially in the summer and you like walk through a field and they get stuck on your sock or whatever, it's kind of like that. Like these energies are kind of like I won't lose them. Like, you know, like that's crazy. Like so people who are very like social and what you call it, they know a lot of people. They make an appearance. There's a kaboom energy behind them. They have taken a fondness to me. Let me get a clarifier on it. Because I don't. What does that have to do with judgment, though? In reversal, I think they're. I don't know. What's the deal? Because why is it labeled restriction? So I'm just wondering if they're also as exclusive as I am. I kind of feel like they are. Wait. Or like we are to each other. Hold on. Let me... No, when it's not we are to each other because like we have touch, haven't met. You know, like that takes time, right? Experiences, etc. This is more of they taken fondness to me and like this, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't lose those contacts. I don't, like, what? Hold on. Let me get what fell inside the circle here. Aeon. Realization. That's judgment again, inverted. Yeah, I wouldn't lose these contacts. This is really, really good karma. Like having the best contacts, you know, the best contacts lead to like the best choices, the best opportunities. You see like an array of them, and they're just for me. Like they're just what the heck? I have a judgment sandwich right here. It's like it's almost like bottlenose. Like this, all this good karma has been like sent out, like whispers in the ethers, like that's why they're like, never mind the gossip happening in the 3D form or whatever, or even through like occult whispers, because there are even like stronger voices being heard in within my energetics. Like the right people are noticing me, like the right contacts are. So I'm already dialed in. That's what, oh my God, for real. Like I am already dialed in. I must have another moderator here. Oh, thank you. It means that I'm warm. I'm warm now. Gosh, it was so cold all of a sudden, like when the rain started again. Yeah. All right, let's not finish. Let's go ahead and finish this. Okay, my second takeaway is that's crazy. My second takeaway is Knight of Pentacles. There's more. I mean, Tina, there's more. The frick? What is this? Some graves are about to be dug. Do you see that? It's kind of like big energies, like people who were once renowned within their field or whatever. It's like Mount Rushmore death kind of energy. Like something's that's I don't normally get that here, but let's go ahead and this is the house smashing. The tower energy. What is this? Ace of Pentacles extroverted. Yeah, it's like the divine. Okay, this is generation. Has like thrown a pentacle my way, like frisbeed it my way, you see? And like I'm looking, how does it go? The way it looks like when I look at it. So the divine is throwing a pentacle, and I'm looking like, and I caught it. That's what it reminded me of, like the shield of like a Captain America. So that's like, you got it, Tina. And I feel like generation is more of like, it's not just I got it, but it's like, um, it's for the essence of future generations. It's kind of like I'm just holding this like Captain America kind of like shield or whatever, but it's like a torch that's to be passed down to future generations. So it's not just like, oh, it's just for me, just for me. Let me gonna clarify one more time on that. One more time, one more time. This one? Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. What does it say? Ace of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, Ten of Pentacles. Here you go. Three of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, Eight of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, that is true. That energy will be pinned down. Like those dark, people, like those energies that abuse their power, basically, will be pinned down. No sweat. And the Ten of Pentacles remains for me and my fam. So as far as, there's more to come though, okay? Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's upcoming opportunities too that are about to ignite, but you get the Ten of Pentacles. I get to feel the wealth of the Ten of Pentacles first. After like a huge like conundrum has been extinguished, like some really dark, gnarly, stank energies are going to be like handled, then I get to experience not just a relief, but like absolute 10 of Pentacles. You're safe now, Tina. Absolutely. Okay. Feel the glory. And but wait, there's more to strike up because of your inputs. Um, yeah, and it's already like lined up a lot of opportunities. 7 of Cups, like an array, not just straight up like, oh, upcoming opportunities, like striking the match. I'm like, oh, we see, you know. Um, this is like a lot, like more than enough. Like, you know, like how famous people are contacted to endorse certain brands. Like there will be a time where I will have to pick and choose which ones to say yes and no to. It's that type of energy. That is true. Whoa, whoa, that's crazy. You crazy. All right, my third takeaway is 4 of Swords inverted, or in reversal extroverted. This is not the first time that I've received it like this. Hmm. Um, um, it's more accentuated on its extroverted part. So, I've come a long way with my healing journey. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like instead of band-aids, this is more of like a cast level. Um, yeah, definitely. It's weird. Okay. Any more from here? Okay, clarifying that. My third takeaway. 1:42 a.m. I got it. Yeah. The Hermit card in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's obviously going through the dark night of the soul. So when you go through healing journeys, like especially when you're out and kind of like bedridden, or you know, you're, let's say you play sports. I've heard this only because I've never done sports like that. Like in high school, they would be out for like a season, and it would just be a huge bummer. So whether bedridden or like benched or whatever, there's an area of processing your inabilities in a way that they're not disabilities. So you, in the healing journey, it's not just like a process of physical form, getting back into tip top shape, or even working matters, but also like the mental processing, the emotional processing. Like you don't know how much somebody loves that sport or whatever it is. Um, so there's that. Okay. So in varying degrees of healing, um, mm, inevitably, the dark night of the soul is cycled through very thoroughly, depending on how much chaos is thrown your way. And in my arena, yeah, a lot of varying forms. So that's why it's easy for me to acknowledge, oh, it's not just an identity, it's an energy, because it's been through so many phases, so many like time phases. Um, so I know cognitively, um, it may be like also my collective would understand it, and I wouldn't doubt that. It's more like for me, it's like the back of my hand. Like, oh, it's automatic to think in those terms. And so, yeah, I mean, this is great acknowledgement. Like, it's not just like, oh, ooh, ah, wonderful things to come, ooh, ah, through this and that, ooh, but a lot of the bravo, you know, last but not least is I've come a long way in the processing, the healing, the all of that, and it shows for itself, and it doesn't matter who sees or not. This stands alone, like it is firm, and I don't think I would receive all of this stuff without that information. So there's that. That's it for now. Thanks very much. Oh, donations provided in light and love. They reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Um. Oh, hi. Oh, you're from Singapore? Hmm. Interesting. Um, I had a lot of pain. Not anymore. um, I think any expression of pain is you're seeing the source of it. And I'm just channeling it. Yeah, but I don't hold that anymore. I'm a lot happier and more fulfilled and more proud of myself. I'm I'm a lot better for sure. Well, thank you. I hope you heal from all the things you never talk about. Thank you. Yeah. All right. That's it for now. Okay, I call back on my power, energy, essence, gift, strength, passions, pursuits, properties from those that call upon cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned deal, will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansing, for blessings, for reformatting to live in light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, house free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals on this reading, or in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. And like I close the portals in these readings. Now.